Want to talk about this?
Talk about what, Zach? I'm mad, you mad. What's left to say?
Oh, how about the fact that I asked you to call me if Karen popped up, then you just show up at her house with her?
What was I supposed to do? Ignore her?
Okay, guys, so this would be my last thought of today when it comes to the new episode tonight. Sisters season 9, episode 14. The new episode drops tonight at 9 p.m. But I'm just going to touch base on my last thought of the day, which is Zach and Fatima. Zach and Fatima, guys, I have learned to appreciate the calmness in their relationship on Zatima now. Watching them on Sisters is becoming exhausting, okay? Because they have always had more of the problems. I feel like personally, when I start watching and I paid attention to Zatima and Sisters, I feel like they have way more drama on Sisters. And it seems like they have no clear way to calmness on Sisters for some apparent reason. So, when after everything happens on last episode and Fatima gets ready for work the next day, you got Zach that's still asking Fatima, why didn't she tell him what was going on with her walking in with Karen? Like, why you didn't call and tell me? Zach, you don't have no ties to Karen right now, right? There's really no real reason for you to want to have known if she stopped by the house. Well, I guess so, people. I guess maybe he's right on that part. You know, I asked you to let me know if she stopped by. But being the type of person that Fatima is, and being since she's very loyal when it comes to anybody giving her information that they asked her not to relay to anybody else, she is good on that. She's not going to say a freaking word. Even if she's not even good friends with you, clearly. She's not going to say anything. Now, I believe that Fatima was going to tell Zach, though, because when she got off the phone with Karen, she ran downstairs, she had on her clothes, and she was calling out Zach's name. So if she wasn't going to tell him, why would she do that? I believe that Fatima was going to tell Zach, but being since when Zach called, when she came downstairs and realized Zach wasn't downstairs, and Zach actually called and said he was at Karen's house. At that point, I believe is when Fatima was like, fuck it, I'm not going to say anything, right? At this way, right? Because Zach is already over there and clearly they're looking for Karen. So I think it synced in with Fatima like, damn, I don't want to, say anything and then Karen feels away. So, or, Karen can really be in danger. I don't want to mention anything. At that point, I believe that Fatima was definitely going to tell Zach if he was downstairs, but he wasn't. So this was her real reason why not saying anything. And do I feel like she felt away about him not being there, him being at Karen's house? I don't know if she really felt the way once she knew what was going on. I don't think she felt the way at all, right? I felt like she probably understood. At least she didn't seem like it at that time. Now, my whole thing about tonight's new episode, after Fatima, last episode, she was in the wrong to me, guys. I felt not in the wrong, but I felt like she could have handled the situation a little different than what she did. If you got Chaz pulling up at your house, girl, that means you didn't make it all that clear to this man who is sending you bags and all this stuff that he could just pop up at your house. That's disrespectful. And that was disrespectful to your man. But I appreciated how she tried to calm things down the best way she could because she knows Zach would have went off. But on tonight's episode, after Zach was like, I don't want to hear anything else about this whole thing with Chaz, my whole thing is he can't get mad when he goes there and see Chaz there because this is her job, right? And he is a client. So if he did pop up, it's beyond her control for him to pop up at the job. It's not her, she can control him coming to pop up at their house, right? So I don't know how that's going to turn out tonight. I believe that Zach may understand by the looks of it. He may not go off tonight because of that part, because Fatima cannot stop him from coming to the office. Like, that's a part of the business. Like, he got business there. So I see a little part where he's saying, I came to talk about business, not to approach you about anything. I do believe maybe he did, but Zach is there, so it may look a certain kind of way, and I think she's gonna blow it a little bit out of proportion on tonight's episode, but we'll see what happens with that. As far as her having the opportunity to put Chaz in his place from the very beginning, I feel like she could have did that. But I think that because she wasn't getting that attention from Zach, and he was giving her some type of attention, she didn't really nip it in the bud at the beginning, and she could have did that. And I think that she's being defensive when Zach talks to her about it, because I feel like she knows that's what she did. She knows she could have shot it down. She know how she is. She definitely could have shot it down, people. But I can't wait till tonight's episode so we can see what happens with that. Now, we all thought that we was going to see that part with Chaz coming up to the job on last week's episode, but because they are so drawn out with these commercials, I feel like the commercials are longer than the actual episodes. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. Sometimes I think to myself, like, maybe I'll just watch it, on demand or rewatch it, so I don't have to be interrupted by the commercials that's taking forever, taking up the whole damn episode. That's why sometimes they don't have time to get into little parts that we may see in the trailer, and they may put up, little photos of the episode, but they can't get into it because there's so many damn commercials. And I know they get paid for putting commercials inside the show, but they damn with the commercials now. Like, this is ridiculous. But I can't wait till tonight's new episode, guys. Stay tuned, because I will definitely do a review on tonight's episode, but that won't be up until, I want to say Saturday, or I might put it up on Friday. So let's stay tuned and see what happens on tonight's new episode on BET at 9 p.m. Before I go, guys, I would like for you guys to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys who are showing up on my channel each and every time I post, and you guys are liking it and acting with me now, and I totally appreciate you guys. I am at 17, almost 1,800 subscribers. I was trying to get to 2,000 by the end of this month, but I mean, I may push it into November. It depends. Hopefully you guys are listening, and you enjoy the reviews and my thoughts, and you can all join in, and we can have a conversation in the comments about everything that's going on in the show. Again, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know when I post new content. Stay tuned.